Good afternoon, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Coffee and a Card. So I am Holly with Handcrafted Blessings, and always excited to be here with you for Facebook Live. So as we're getting in here today, I hope your fall is off to a good start. Mine is, because I got to have some pumpkin flavored coffee today. So, all right, we're gonna make sure everything is set up and ready to go. So if you're here, say hi. We are going to be looking at a couple of Christmas kits today, kits that I have put together. It's my Christmas card kit of the month, and I thought I would show you how to make one of them. So, all right. Oh, look, my dad's even watching. Hi, Patricia. All right, so I always like to start with Happy Mail, which is what I call it when you guys send me, oh goodness, just a second. There we go. When you guys send me mail, I call it Happy Mail, and I like to show what you're creating. So, I've got a card here from somebody, so we'll take a look at that, and then we'll jump into looking at Christmas. Okay. So this Happy Mail today is from Julie Link in Minnesota. Oh, that's really pretty. See that background folder there? It says hello. Let's see if I can get it open. There we go. And then she's got a flower there on the inside. That is a really cute card. I love the layers and with the embossing sticking out. So simple, but so beautiful. So, yeah, so be warned, if you send me a card, it's going to show up on Facebook Live. All right, I am going to put my camera down and we're going to take a look at Christmas classics. So let me get this here. And Christmas Classics is a bundle from the Fall Mini Catalog. So this is it right here, Christmas Classics. And there's also designer series paper that coordinates with this set. So let's take a look at, actually, you know what'll be easier? Just 1 second, we'll grab, where is it? Well, I thought it would be easier. Maybe not. Okay, just kidding. I was going to grab my swatch book because it'd be a lot easier to show you the pieces that way, but I can't find it. Okay. So this is a very traditional Christmas sweet. And maybe that's why they designated it Christmas Classics, because it's very traditional, red and green. So really highlighting real red, cherry cobbler, garden green, shaded spruce, those kinds of reds and greens that we think of as, quote, traditional Christmas colors. So we got some wood grain. I'm going to be using this and showing you one of the cards today. Different kind of wood grain. Musical notes. Some red leaves, red check, and then more red berries. So the reason I'm holding out these for is because in the Christmas kit I'm about to show you, you actually get half a pack of this paper, and you're going to be able to mix and match with these various patterns. So that's kind of fun in the kit that I designed. So we're going to stick this back in here so we can get this out of the way. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. Oh, wait, I should show you one other thing because you can't see all of the dies this way. So the Christmas Classics dies has 2 sheets of dies. So lots of options, and these detail dies are really pretty. We're going to be using one of these here today, but there's 2 different options here for those. Okay, So back to my pieces. We're going to start with a piece of cherry cobbler. We'll be using cherry cobbler and shaded spruce today. And the cherry cobbler is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to score it at 4 1/4. All right, and then I'm just going to cut this piece of shaded spruce in half just to make it easier to put in my my cut and emboss machine. So, excuse me. All right, so we need Very Vanilla and shaded spruce. And then I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine. And we're going to cut out 2 different pieces for our card today. We're going to do one of those detail dies, and then we also need the sentiment piece. So I'm going to be using this one as well as the inside die. So I'm going to stick my Very Vanilla on here, and we'll add our inside die, and then we'll take the outside one. Let's just move this over. There we go. And we can get the shaded spruce on here also. Now, because this die is so detailed, I'm going to go through and then back, because I really want to make sure that it cuts really well so that it's easier to get all the little pieces out. Oh, I'm going to hold that. My vanilla piece is going to fall out, but we're going to go back with the shaded spruce. Okay, so let me put this down. So my Very Vanilla, it actually fell out of the side of the machine when it came through the first time. But we have this cute little square with the corners cut off, and that'll be inside for our sentiment. So we'll just stick this back here. And then for our green, we'll take our die off. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to pop this out of the paper. And you have to be a little gentle as you're going around it. But it pops out pretty easily, as long as everything has cut completely through. That's always the key. So I'm just going to rip this right here. Make this a little bit easier to get off. Another great option, which I forgot to grab from my home today, was you can use wax paper. And if you put a piece of wax paper over the cardstock before the die, so you'd have cardstock, wax paper, and then die. That also helps it pop out really well also. But if you end up in this type of situation, we're just going to use our pokey tool here, and we're going to poke through, and we're going to get this out. It helps to get all these big pieces out of the way. So I can start poking through. You could also use this die brush side. You can use it on a foam pad or on some sort of soft surface, which I don't have here next to my desk. So I'm just going to pop out all these little pieces here. So bear with me. This is, I wanted to show you, like, in real life, what it takes to use this die. It's not complicated, but it does require a little bit of punching, especially if you don't have wax paper. Wax paper is like the best when it comes to detail dies. So we're just gonna take these little pieces out here. And get this cut out. There we go. Let's see, where do we still have? We still got a couple more over here on this corner. We'll just pop those out. This is where I always think I need to find a way to play like Jeopardy music when I'm doing this, when I'm fussy cutting, because, you know, it would just be helpful. There's just some popping out to do here. Okay, missed one over here. Let's see. How was everybody's weekend? There we go. I can start a conversation. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves. How was your weekend? I was at a craft retreat this weekend. And so I got your card club kits done while I was at the retreat. So that was fun. And I got all these Christmas kits packaged and ready to go for you. I loved craft retreats. They're super fun. I was thinking about hosting a craft retreat here. Anybody want to come to Iowa and do a craft retreat with me? There's a facility not too far from my house that I think would be super fun. It's got, you'd have your own bedroom. We'd have a joint crafting space. And we could just hang out for the weekend and craft together. I think it'd be fun. Okay, let me clean up my mess here. And get all these pieces off of here. Put that in the trash. Okay, so we've got our die cut here. So I'm going to come back over here and we're going to grab our cherry cobbler piece and our designer series paper. And I'm going to cut the designer series paper at 3 by 5. So we're going to do 3 by 5. There we go. And 5 inches. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we are going to put this on the front of our card. And then I need to get some vanilla and black ribbon. There we go. And we're going to use this checkered ribbon right here. Now with this card, this is one of the Christmas kits of the month for October. You have choices. You can take this ribbon and you can color it with your cherry cobbler blends. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. If we take our blends, and I'm just going to take this paper I was just cutting with. You want to have something on your surface so you're not coloring your desk. But you can actually take this ribbon and you can color it. And so now all of a sudden, instead of having, I'm going to add a little bit more right there. Instead of having just vanilla and black ribbon, I can now have cherry cobbler ribbon. So you see here how, and you could also, let's switch over here to, let's see, is this the right, oh, nope, not the right color. We could also do shaded spruce. So I just want you to see some of your options here. And so now we've got green ribbon that we could work with. So if we wanted to have, you know, green ribbon on our card front, we could do that way as well. So what's really fun about light colored ribbon like this, whether it's vanilla or white, or even if it was like a smoky slate ribbon, you can color those with the blends. And so it makes it for a really fun addition to a card project because you can actually make it any color that you need it to be. So I just want to show you that as a fun option for your card front. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this on the front of my card. I just added a couple of strips of tape and I'm just going to wind it back and forth. Just like this. So we'll do that. And then we will take our die cut, and I just missed one section. So let me just grab off this one little piece here. Just doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my green piece and I am going to dimensionalize it. So we can stick this on our card front. Oops, I missed that one. So we'll stick this here. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside for a moment because we're going to grab our very vanilla insert and the white piece that we cut. And we're going to use cherry cobbler ink for this. So I'm matching my ink to my card base, but you could definitely use shaded spruce too. And our Christmas Classics stamp set. So we're going to do Deck the Halls. And I'm also going to do Merry Christmas. So we've got Christmas here, and then we've got Merry. So what I'll do with this, well here, we'll get Deck the Halls out of the way. Okay, so for Merry Christmas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down on my card on my desk, and I am just going to line up where I want Merry Christmas to be. So if we can get that to not stick to my finger. I think that looks straight. Yep, that'll work. So now I've got Merry Christmas. Now you could also stamp them separate, but I find it nice not to have to do two different steps, so I just stick them on the same block. And we'll put Merry Christmas on our card insert. And then Deck the Halls is going to go on my front square. There we go. So we got those two pieces. And then I'm going to grab my festive pearls. You'll get a pack of these with your Christmas kit. And the festive pearls have 4 different colors. So you've got your red, your green, your silver, and your gold. So when we put this piece on the front of our card, we can add some coordinating festive pearls to decorate our card. So I can take my snips, because it makes them real easy to pop them up. Whoops. Real easy to miss it, I guess. And we'll just put one on each corner of our die cut. There we go. We'll turn it over and we'll just add our insert to the card. Now what's fun about this kit is I have made the cherry cobbler version today, but in your kit you're actually going to get 2 options. So you're going to have 5 cherry cobbler and you're going to have 5 shaded spruce. And so all you have to do is cut out your leafy piece and add it to the front of your card. But you'll get everything you need in your Christmas card kit of the month for October. And then I also made a second option. If you don't have these dies, I also am using the, excuse me, the Shining Christmas paper. So you have 2 kits to choose from. So the October Christmas card kit of the month has 2 options. This one, and I do all the embossing for you using the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper, or this one here using the Joy of Christmas and the Christmas Classics bundle. So I thought I'd use today's Coffee and a Card to introduce the October Christmas card kit of the month. Well, not introduce. I've already emailed most of you about this and talked about it before, but I hadn't shown the full cards, so I thought I would do that today for Coffee and a Card. So I'll put the link in this video, and I'll actually post a post as well. Post a post. Post a photo so that you can sign up if you would like to stock up on your Christmas cards. So thanks so much for tuning in for Coffee and a Card. Until next time, don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.